Hello guys, welcome back to Coden. So as continuing with the series of C, today we are going to discuss some topic that is based upon conditions. So there might be some questions that arise in your mind that what is a condition, how we can implement a condition in C, how we can actually work in C with the conditions, what are relational operators, how we use them, what are other operators like logical operators and how we can use them. So we are going to discuss that with the help of the programs that I'm going to tell you, through which you will be clear by the end of the video that what we actually mean by these operators and why we use these kind of operators and what is the purpose of this operator and what is an if statement. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please do like it, share it and also subscribe to my channel and do watch the video till the end. And thank you so much for the very first 500 subscribers, really means a lot to me, and please keep supporting as you are supporting already, and let's make it to 1k soon. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the video. So don't forget to click on the like button and also subscribe and do watch the video till the end. But we need to understand that what is condition. So when I'm talking about a conditional statement are used to perform some task based upon the functionality that either the condition will evaluate to true or the condition will evaluate to false. Suppose say if I am giving you a condition, suppose if I say if you will click on this video, then the video will work, and if you're not clicking on the video and just scrolling it, so it is not going to work. So this is basically a condition. Like the YouTube has told you that whenever you are going to click on this video, then only it's gonna play. But if you are not going to click on it, that it will not be played. So this is basically a condition that is working. Like you can see all around in your surroundings that there are different conditions that work upon a particular thing. So basically when we are talking about conditional statement in C, we have if, else if, nested if and the switch statement. So we are going to discuss this one by one with the help of a program. Works upon the principle that is the condition will be either true or the condition will be false. So working upon that principle, we require some operator. So the operators that we use for that is less than equals to, greater than equal to and the not equal to. So these are some of the 6 kind of relational operators that we are going to use in different conditions. Suppose say if you want to check whether between a two numbers which one is greater, so what we are going to use a less than greater than operator. If you want to check whether the two numbers are equal, so what we are going to use equal to or not equal to operator. So first of all we need to understand what are relational operators, then only we can build a relation, and we are going to understand with the different programs of if and if else. So let us start with the very first basic program, that is of a if condition. So we have told about that different conditions are available like if, else if, and also the nested if, and also we have a switch statement. So first of all we are starting with the if statement. So whenever I am talking about a if statement will include one condition and based upon that one statement. So here I have taken a variable say a equals to 10 and another variable I have say taken b equals to 20. So as you can see on the right hand side, that is a particular syntax of using an if statement. So as I have taken the condition over here that if a is greater than b, so what is the statement going to print me? That a is a greater number. So basically when I have used over here if, I have included a parenthesis in which I have written a condition that if a is greater than b, so the what will be printed to me that a is greater, and I ended that statement with a semicolon. After that I am going to use the getch and the return 0 because I am just showing you the statement, that is the if statement. So whenever the if statement works, what it will let me know that if the condition is true, so the statement will be executed. If the condition is not true, it will not be executed. So I'm going to run this program. So you see nothing is displayed because the condition was false, because the value of a is 10 and the value of b is 20. So now if I want to change the value of say a, so in this case what I'm going to do, I'm going to just change the value of a. I'm making the value of a change to 30. So whenever I'm going to make the value change to 30 and I'm going to execute this code, so what you can see the difference is now the output that is displayed to me that a is greater. So the two conditions either true or false will work accordingly. So this was the first case if we are using just an if statement. Now if I want to use that if this condition does not work, then what it should print me. So in that case what I'm going to use else, and in that printf statement I'm going to write that if this condition does not work, so the output that should display to the user is that b is greater. So when I'm going to execute this code, so you can see the output. So the next kind of thing is if we want to use multiple if else statements. Like if I want to use one single statement and use according to that multiple if else statement. So in that case what I am going to use, I've used over here a score in which I've defined a particular score. And after that I'm checking that score whether it is greater than 90. and according to that I am printing the grade. So I will take different conditions based upon this particular one score that I have given over there, and according to that score only I am going to give the next values. So here, as you can see, first of all the score has been defined, we have defined the value. You can also take the value from the user by using the scanf statement. We are going to understand the scanf statement in the next example. Here you just need to understand that when you want to give multiple condition within a program, like if you want to check marks of a student whether upon a particular range, if you want to do other things, like if you want to add more than one condition into a program, so for that case what we are going to use, we are going to use else if statement. We also call the else if statement as a else if ladder. As you can see on the right hand side of your screen, the syntax of the program, the if else part, that is the if else else if, what we call as a if else if ladder also. So whenever you are going to use this kind of ladder, what we are going to use, we are going to write if, then the else if part, then as many condition that we want to add, and after that in the last we are going to write the else part. If none of the condition work, which condition is going to work. So I have given different grades according to the marks, grade A, grade B, and if none of the condition work, the grade that will be printed to me will be grade C. After that I am using the getch and return 0. So as soon as the program will work, it will get stop over there. I'm using a clear screen so that the existing part you can delete. So if you are using that program again, so what you can use, you can just understand with the clear screen. So whenever you use clear screen, the all the content will be removed. So here you have declared all this, and when I'm going to run it, you can see the grade A is printed to me. So if I want to change the score value, suppose say if I want to change some value to another number, so whenever I'm going to execute it, so the grade will be printed to me accordingly. Next, we are taking an example of a nested if statement. So whenever I'm talking about a nested if statement, the nested if statement, what I am going to use over here is, I've given a profit that is 1000, and then I am going to add some if into another if. So basically I'm taking three variables, profit, client and bonus. Basically it is using a if within another if. So for that I'm going to use if profit is greater than some number, means if it is greater than that number, a employee will get a bonus. So for that I need to check that if profit also and if the client also. For that, way what I am going to use, within an if statement I am going to use another if statement which is going to check whether if both the conditions are evaluated to true, then only the bonus will be provided. If one of the condition evaluates to false, the another statement will automatically work. Means if the first statement will not be satisfied, it will not move into this particular block and will not perform that action. So in that case the else statement will work. So for that what we are using, if the condition works, so the bonus is 100. If the condition does not work, the bonus will be 25. So for that what we are using, we are giving the profit and also the client. We can give it on our own also. If we want to give it from the scanf statement, we can give that way also. If we want to assign the value, we can give that also. Basically nested if means using a if statement into another if statement, that is known as a nested if statement. So here you can see that they have written the getSet and the return 0. So whenever I am going to run this code, so the output that could be displayed to me will be based upon this. So first of all 1000 will go over here, it is more than 800, so it will check that, and after that it will check the number of clients. Switch statement. So whenever I'm talking about a switch statement, what makes it different from the if statement? Basically switch statement is used to work based upon a choice, that whatever a user enter a choice, it will work according to that only. So as you can see on the screen, that is the switch statement syntax: switch, then choice, and then particular things, that cases that we want to define. The number of cases whichever you want to define will all included in a switch statement. So when I'm talking about the switch statement, so as we have talked that it works upon choices. So here first of all I've declared a number in which I'm going to take the choice. So I'm asking the user to enter the choice, whether number of cases that we have defined. So it will enter the choice accordingly. So whenever we are using a switch statement, we prefer it to use when we want to use multiple statement, but based upon the user choice, that whatever choice the person want to use. So after that in the switch statement, what I am going to use, switch, that is the keyword, then I am going to pass that number into that particular parenthesis of the switch. Then after that I will write case 1. In the printf statement of the case 1, I am writing that you have entered choice 1. So if in here you can see that it written case 1 and after that a colon. So this is the basic syntax that we need to go. And if this case works, so it will break the program. Means break the execution and move to the exit of the program. And if this condition does not work, means the user does not enter the first choice, so it will check the second choice. If a user have entered the second choice, so if the user have entered the second choice, it will print the output accordingly that you have entered the second choice. So this is the case of numbers. If we are using numbers, whatever you wish to use, if you want to use characters, you can use characters. If you want to use some symbols, you can use the symbols also. Based upon that case, you can work upon that only. If you want to define some cases, after that we have a default case, because if none of the cases work, so what it will show me that the default case, that the choice that the entered by the user was wrong. So here I've just printed that the choice that you have entered is wrong choice. After I'm going to close the switch block in which had opened the switch block of the curly braces. I'm going to end that switch block. After that, get ch and return 0, so that the content of the all the content is being displayed to you. So whenever I'm going to run this code, so what will happen, I've run the code. So first of all, I'm writing the first option, enter a choice of 1, so enter the choice is 1. If I want to change the choice, suppose say I write the choice 2, so it will give me the output that the choice entered is 2. Then I want to give the choice output, say like if I write 3 or if I write 4, so it will let me know that the choice is wrong because it is not defined by us. After using this different statement like if else and other statements, we also have some logical operators involved. Earlier we were talking about the relational operator was just used to check whether it is greater than, less than, means based upon just a condition we were checking. Now if we want to check multiple conditions at a time, if we want to check that this condition as well as this condition is evaluating, so then what we are going to use, we are going to use logical operator. So basically when we are talking about logical operator of three categories: and, logical or, logical not. So and is represented by double ampersand sign, or is represented by this single straight line, and or not is represented by this exclamation mark. So whenever I'm talking about logical operator are used to form Boolean expression and test multiple conditions. So in this case, what we are going to use, we are going to test multiple conditions based upon the logical operator. So whenever we are going to use this operator, what will actually work, let us understand this with the help of an logical operator that we are going to use is the logical AND operator. So what the logical AND operator does, it checks whether the condition at the left hand side and whether the condition at the right hand side both evaluates to true, then only the program will be executed. Means then only the statement that is given to us will be executed. So I have given n value, that is 32, and n is greater than 0 and n is as less than equals to 100. Then only this statement will going to be work if both the condition evaluates to true. So it is in the range. The output will be printed to me that this content is within the range from 0 to 100. So here both the condition as you can see are true, that 32 is greater than 0 also and 32 is less than 100 also. So whenever we are going to execute this code, the output that could be displayed to me will be the printf statement, because in the AND operator is checked that both the conditions evaluate to true, then only the output will be printed. So when I'm going to run it, you can see the desired output that is printed to you, that it is in the range. Now next part is if I want to check whether any one of the condition is true, or if I want to check that if one of the condition is true, though the result will be true only. If both of the conditions are false, so the result will be false. Means any of the condition if evaluates to true in the OR condition, that will be executed. But if we are working with AND, only if both the condition will be true, then only the program will be executed. If either one of the condition evaluates to false, it will not be executed. So in this case, I have given that OR condition, that n is greater than true 0 or n is less than. So it is also printing me that it is within a range. So now as we have two statements, that logical and the logical or, in which we have to check that in and all the both the conditions will be true, and in the or case only one condition is need to be true, so that the statement will be executed to true. Means if either of the condition will be true, then the program will function. So next we have a not. Then logical not is the purpose is used to make the content reverse of the content. Means if the condition is evaluating to true, it will change it to the false answer. If it evaluating to false, it will change it to the true. So here as you can see, I have given a character that is v. Then I am going to check whether the n is equals to x. So when I am going to check n is equals to x with a smaller x also, and I am going to check it with the bigger x also. So for that, if I want to check both of the x's, that smaller x also in the character and the bigger x also, what I can use over here, I can use over here a OR statement. So when I am going to use a OR statement over here, what it will let me know that both of the n number, that is the n character that I have given over here, n data type, that if it equals to the number x, that is smaller one, lowercase letter, or it is equals to the uppercase letter, that is x, so that then only the value will be printed. Now why this value will be printed? Because in the starting I have given a not, that is logical not, because it is going to reverse. So that is why I am getting the output, the value of n is not x, because in the starting I have given that the value is according to that. So guys, I hope you must be clear about the different kinds of statement that are available in C. So this is the all the syntax available of all the statement that we have learned about the conditional statement. So guys, if you like the content that I post, please do like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel. And please keep supporting. And you can also follow me on my Instagram page. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and please keep supporting and keep smiling.